Organic sales, 0 ads. You do not have to spend a penny on trying to work out how ads work, right? Even though I've been investigating for the last 2 months about ads all outside of Facebook and what works, what doesn't work, and where you can plant them. So anyway, right. So IES, this is my little thing that I teach a lot about how you can get organic sales from social media. But a warning, you have to put the fucking work in. If you're lazy, this isn't going to work for you. You have to put the work in, but it works. I built a 7-figure supplement brand by doing this. No ads. I spent £500, which is probably about $600-700 on Facebook ads, not having a clue what I was doing. So I stopped because I just wasted money. So IES, which is identify, engage, then sell in a stealthy way. So it's not direct selling, it's a stealthy way of selling. Okay, so like I said, it requires effort. No marketing budget. This is if you've got no marketing budget, this is all you have really. This is going out there and hustling, as Matt would call it, but this requires 0 effort. It requires effort, sorry. So to identify, so the first thing you want to do is, to caveat this, if you understand what your brand is and who its target market is, you will know who your main competitors are. Now, I say there's no good competition in the CBD space, but there will be people that are targeting exactly the same audience you're going after. They might not be CBD brands. They might be a supplement brand. They might be a brand that sells vitamins or where it may be, it's close to CBD, but they are one of your competitors. So you have your audience sat on their pages, sat in their groups, sat wherever it is on social media. So you have to identify 3 main competitors. Don't be lazy with this and presume who it is. Go and do the research and find out who your 3 main competitors are, right? Then you identify 3 to 5 groups where your target audience are hanging out online, right? And they're going to be they're talking about things that the pain problems or the pleasures they want from this thing you provide, your brand provides, right? So whatever. So let's say you were a sleep brand and your whole thing was about sleep. Go and find 3 to 5 groups that talk about sleep, problems and sleep disorders and what have you. And then actually identify 3 social platforms. So don't just focus on Facebook. That's why I say social platforms. Everyone's got their head screwed into Facebook for some reason, when ultimately you want to be everywhere. You want to be, if your target audience is based on, and mainly based on, again, if you understand your target audience, you'll know where they're based. Not everyone's on Facebook. They might be on Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, Parler, the new one that's come out, where all the crazy Trump fans are. There's probably about 80% crazy non-Trump fans on there. But anyway, you've got to know where they are. So let's identify where they're at, right? That's number 1. Number 2, engage. Be a fucking human, right? Go to competitors' pages and groups and engage with the fans. Chat, engage, help, but do not sell. Do not sell. The whole point is you go into these groups and you hear what questions have been asked, and then you go in there and just give them guidance, help. If you give 100 times, at some point you're going to get, right? So this is why it takes time. But by doing this constantly all the time, you're building a rapport up in these groups, and people are starting to notice you're one of the good guys or good girls that's there to help people. That's why I put down at the bottom here, don't be a dick. Right, because what happens in most groups, you get these dicks all the time. Going to groups, and someone posts something. Oh, I can help you, build your website. Oh, I can help you get the best CBD products out here. We've got the best CBD. It's like, fuck off. You're in a group full of sellers that are trying to learn how to sell their brands, right? Especially in Matt's groups. So why would you be in there trying to push stuff and look like a spammy arsehole? So you're not going to get anywhere. Go in there and help people, guide them. If you're a seller, you want to be in groups. If it is sleep, in sleep groups. And someone says, I'm having an issue with sleep, rather than trying to sell them a CBD, if that's what your brand does, talk to them about the pillows they're using, the beds they're using, other stuff they can do, exercise, the other things they can do that you're aware of, that your brand's articles will talk about outside of your actual product you're selling, and just help people, right? Then what happens over time is you build this rapport with people. People start to see you. And then what happens is people come into your inbox going, oh, thank you for helping me there. And then you get permission then, which is the next one. Number 3 is to sell. You earn the right to sell when they've gained trust, and don't be a dick. So therefore, people will start to like you and listen to what you say in groups. Then they contact you via your personal inbox, go, thank you for helping me. Can you help me with my brand? And at that point, you can start going, yeah, absolutely, I can help you. To be transparent, to work with me, it costs X, Y, and Z. Or we can offer this at X, Y, and Z. And then people at that point have come to you like they would come from organic search, Google or something like that, and are asking for you for help. At that point, you can then offer them an exchange of cash for help or a product or whatever it may be. When done right, they ask. They ask you. You don't ask people. You don't spam people. They come and ask you. So that's super simple. You still there, Matt?
Yep.
Yeah, you're still there. Just double checking. Yeah, so identify, engage, and sell. Find out where they're at, understand where they're at, go into them groups, them pages, them forums, wherever it may be, and engage for 8. Do this I still do this all the time now. I've done this for the last 10, 12 years. I just constantly do this all the time because I enjoy it. I love helping people. That's my passion, right? And then 3 is then at some point they're going to come into your inbox and ask you, right, this is just a strategy that sits alongside all the other strategies you have. This is super important. But where do you send them? Right. So I'm now going to give you some basic advice about the world's been confused by funnels, right? And what a funnel is. But I want to give you a basic understanding of how you can move people from first meeting you to a sale and how you manage it. So starting left to right, right? People that now know you and like you have come into your inbox, no different to organic search on Google, have buying intent. They're coming to you for more information with a high preference to buy off you. So we've got influencers coming in here. People are directing from influencers, social organic, which is what we just talked about. And I want to talk about Google organic and paid traffic. For now, don't worry about paid traffic, but Google organic, right? People that come in onto your website, and before the website, they're going to be pixeled, right? So don't get too technical. This just means so we can retarget around the internet. But in the middle here, where it says search funnels, that's where they're going to land is your website. So ultimately, what you want to happen on your website is you either want someone to buy your stuff, leave their email, or leave. So when they buy your stuff, in the exchange part there, you get money. And then when you get a new customer, your role is then when you get a new customer is to turn that customer into a repeat buyer to buy more stuff. If they don't buy, you've pixeled them already. Therefore, you can retarget them. I've put Facebook there, but it could be any ads network, right? You can retarget with a Facebook or email. But ultimately, your goal is to bring people into a site, traffic into a site that's ready to buy. Not cold traffic, ready to buy traffic. Then when they're at the site, you want 3 things. You want them to buy something, leave their data, which could be a pixel, which we've got already, or an email, or just leave with a good experience. So your purpose of your website is to convert. One of 3 things. I just want to leave that there so you can just see that after I've talked about the Facebook side of things. Again, keep things super simple. Stop worrying about the abandonment cart sequences. Stop worrying about all this other stuff in a website that's complex. Traffic plus conversions equals revenue. If traffic or conversions is low, revenue is going to be low. If both are low, revenue is dead. But I just want to put that there so you've got that awareness.